to On the Sideline. I'm your host, Noah Stomsky, here with my guest today, quarterback Jaden Randall. How are you doing today, Jaden?
I'm doing all right. How you?
Pretty good. So I got mentioned earlier that you've been with a lot of teams. I mean, Imhotep, Lumen Grady, the Blackhawks, now Wissahickon. How much you play with a lot of great people. How has that helped you become the player you are today?
I mean, I think it's all about experience. Like, a lot of that stuff, being around those great programs, it kind of like molds you into the person that you are, and it kind of shapes you. And I think being around those people, those coaches, and those players, I think it helped me tremendously, because like you learn a lot of different stuff from like a lot of different point of views. You know what I mean? Like you may have a great player here and you may have a great player there, but if you could get, both their point of views and like see how he works and see how he's worked, then you can take points from both of their games and stuff like that. So it's a great help having that in your corner.
Now, you've been working with Coach Benjamin Hare, quarterback coach, who's helped out a lot of great athletes, a lot of great quarterbacks. I mean, he's worked with Kyle McCord, Marvin Harrison Jr., Caleb Williams, Malik Willis, and the names go on. How does that feel to be able to have that ability?
I'm just blessed, like that's really like the only word that I can use because God just aligned it perfectly. You know what I mean? Like, I knew Ben actually for a couple of years, and I didn't really like start working with him consistently until like a couple of months ago. And in the span of those couple of months, I've seen my mechanics get better. I've seen my feet get better. I've seen my mental get better. My deep balls have gotten better. Like, so he's a great help. And even off of the field, he's a great person that you can just talk to. He's a great person to have in your corner. He's a very, very good guy, and I'm blessed to have him in my corner.
Now, as quarterback, and you have some great rushing stats this year. Your passing stats also have been pretty well. Would you prefer to run the ball as a quarterback more, or would you say sit in the pocket and throw it?
I would prefer to just do whatever to help my team. Whatever I can do to get the win and help my team succeed and help my players succeed. That's what I'll do.
You came over from Lumen Grady, came to Wissahickon. What influenced your decision to come to Wiss?
Well, I mean, like outside of I like the moving, stuff with my family. Outside of all, like the political stuff. Even when I got here and I was working out with the guys, I can see that like this is more than just a football team with people who just got together through school. I could tell that these were actual bonds, that were formed, and I felt like I would fit, perfectly in the scheme, and I was just excited to come here.
Now, you came in here around, June-ish?
Yes, sir.
And they've been working since December, so you came in a little later.
Yes,
but
sir.
you've already bonded with the team a lot. I mean, they look up to you, you look up to them, you guys are all great friends.
Yes,
How has that been to be as a player and a person?
I mean, it's a blessing, like, to be around, people where it's not just one player or it's not just a coach-led team where everybody's looking up to this coach or everybody's looking up to this player, whereas though it's like a effect where, he may look up to him and he may look up to him, I feel like those type of teams are the ones that go very far, because even in the past, like in the past programs that I've been around, like it wasn't a coach-led team, these were like player-led teams, and it wasn't just one player. Everybody listened to him, and everybody listened to that person, and that person, and that person, and so on. So that type of stuff is great to have around.
Now, my last question. Coach Graver, I mean, you've told me before that he's been a great coach for you. How would you say he's different coaches from other coaches you've had in the past?
I mean, I've had some great coaches in my corner. So, I mean, I would just say that I kind of admire the work that he does and how much work he does, and like the load that it is on him. Like with being a father, and having multiple sons, and then having a coaching staff who's not as who doesn't it like. If you look at Imhotep, right, and you look at their coaching staff, you see that they have around like 10, 15 coaches.
Yeah, they have a lot of coaches over there.
Like those big programs, they have a lot of big coaches, and it's easier for them. It kind of takes off the load, for them. Whereas when you have less coaches, it's kind of more on you. And I admire him for, just being able to like grab that load and like, take it head on and be able to lead the team. He's an amazing coach. He's an amazing guy, and I'm blessed to have him in my corner as well.
All right, well, thank you, Jaden.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Let's go.